So yeah, this is Tomb Raider. Wait. Yes, this is a Tomb Raider Underworld from 2007 on 1080p. Okay. And of course the minimum settings. Yes, so this is the settings. Well, it is high settings. Okay. Okay, everything is on minimum. But still, yeah, this fire is very good because it is a good test. If your graphics card is powerful enough. So if it can't stand this fire, yeah, that's it. Okay, let's try 720. So yes, all the visuals are off, except that the resolution is 720p. We'll see what happens. Alright, it's not what I expected. Yeah. It only reached 60. Yeah, it only reaches 60 on 720p minimum settings. Yeah. My gameplay is terrible. Okay. Oh yeah, the game... Yeah. I won't comment on that. So yeah, I think we're reaching this card's limits. Tomb Raider Underworld. Okay. Well, yes, this fire is pretty demanding, but still. I thought that all the Tomb Raiders are not that demanding. But yeah, apparently this one is. No. Tomb Raider Underworld. 720p minimum settings. So yeah, the Tomb Raider was actually from the 2008. So that's why it is demanding. So apparently I think we reached the limit on 2008 games. So yeah. Let's go back to 2007. Alright, this is Call of Duty 4 and it runs on 720p.
from the hip.
Okay, okay.
Now I'm going to block the targets with a sheet of plywood. I want you to shoot the targets through the wood. Your bullets will penetrate thin, weak materials like wood, plaster, and sheet metal. Now I'm going to make the targets pop up one at a time. Hit all of them as fast as you can.
Okay, so this is looks pretty good. I don't know if this card holds up on 1080,
Now go get a sidearm from the armory.
but this looks pretty good.
Now pull out your sidearm. Remember, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading. Using your knife is even faster than switching to your pistol. Knife the watermelon. Nice! Your fruit killing skills are remarkable. Captain Price wants to see you.
Alright. This is Call of Duty 4. Okay. I don't think that there is a point to set on 1080p because it drops to the lower 70s.
It's the FNG, sir. Go in, sir. This is first name, Reggie.
Right. What the hell kind of name is Soapy? How remarkable are you, past search?
So it's your turn for the CQB test. Everyone else head to observation. For this test, you have to run the cargo ship solo in less than 60 seconds. Gaz holds the current squadron record at 19 seconds. Good luck. Climb the ladder over there.
Okay, we will see. And this is also pretty good test because it is kinda fast action.
Go, I want you to rope down to the deck and rush to position 1. After that, you will storm down the stairs to position 2. Then hit position 3 and 4, following my precise instructions at each position. Grab the rope when you're ready.
Okay, let's go.
Hit the targets! Position 2, go! Hit the target! Flash spray through the door! Hit the target! Position 5, go! Hit the target! 6, go! Flash spray through the door! Hit the target! Final position, go! Sprint to the finish! Pretty good, son. I've seen better. Climb up the ladder if you want another go. Otherwise, come over to the monitors for a debrief. Gentlemen, the cargo ship mission is a go. Get yourself sorted out. Wheels up at 0200. Dismissed.
Okay. So this was Call of Duty 4 from 2007. Okay, another Ubisoft game. Don't like MS Afterburner. So yeah, apparently Ubisoft games don't really like MS Afterburner. So that's pretty crazy. So I am using Fraps. And yeah, this is Crysis. The pretty demanding game back in the day. So it shows actually it only reached 60 FPS on minimum settings and even on 720p. So 1080p is no go with this one. Yeah, because FPS shooters go lower than 60, it's yeah, crazy. So yeah. A Crisis. Yeah, this game was pretty demanding. But yeah. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. It's only 60 FPS on 720p minimum settings. Wow. Okay. And with light, as you can see, it dropped to the 40s. Okay. Okay, so this is it. So there is no point actually of testing it any longer. Yeah, near the light is almost 40. Well, not really. It depends where you're looking at. Yeah, so this was Crisis from 2007. Okay, another game is Portal 1. So this is the high settings, 720p. Okay, so on the high settings, this game can reach 60 FPS. Okay, so the graphics card is only 50-60%. So I think we could try 1080p. Okay. So it's 40 FPS, but it's lagging. So this is strange. Yeah.
Excellent.
It is 40 FPS, but lagging.
Complete each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This aperture science material emancipation grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance,
Okay, just turn off this stuff. Game and music. Okay, so and just turn off this. So okay, so this is 40-30 FPS but lagging and stuttering. That is very strange. The GPU 95%, sometimes 90, and CPU is 85. So why is it lagging? Nobody is maxing out. Nothing is maxing out. That's strange. But okay, so this is the max settings, I think. Let's check something. Yeah, dystrophic filtering, don't need. Dynamic range, don't need. Vertical sync, don't need. Color correction, don't need. Water, don't need. Let's try now. Okay. So it up to 50, but I get this strange feeling that it's lagging. This should be left on. Okay, absolute minimum settings, 120 FPS, and still this choppy feeling. That's pretty bad. Okay, that's much better. So you just needed to restart the game. Okay, I wonder how it looks on the camera. Well, on the OBS. But this choppy feeling is gone. And the GPU goes up to 99%. So it was bottleneck, actually, and now it drops even to the 50s. Okay, into the 50s. So yeah, so you can play on 1080p, but the best is on minimum settings, because you will bottleneck the video card, I think, if you turn something on. This FPS is actually pretty misleading. You can see, like, oh, it's 120 FPS. So that should be nothing bad if I turn something on. But the moment you're turning something that actually matters, because if you turn on something insignificant, you don't really have the difference. So there is no point of turning something insignificant on. But if you will turn on something significant, then the FPS will drop. And maybe not in this room, but you can see all these things. Then you go to this lift, it drops to the 60s. Look at that. Yeah, it drops to the 60s. And it creates this stuttery feeling that I really hate. And on minimum settings, this game looks pretty good, actually. It looks... well, the walls don't look that good, but yeah. Maybe we can turn on some textures to look at something. Yeah. You should turn the textures on. That is the only thing that matters. Also, you could turn on model detail as well. Yeah. That is also matters. But yeah, I can feel that the stuttery feeling appearing. Let's don't touch anything else. because we could turn this this shader detail as well, but I think we will experience a stuttering. Okay. Okay, so this is pretty good actually. I should be. Yeah, you can see it dropped to the 40s actually. So yeah. Okay, I think that is enough. That is pretty clear. That this card is on its... It's not on its last legs. It's... This game is pretty good, pretty optimized actually. But we need to test a lot of games, so without further ado, let's jump to the next game.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Okay, we were dropped to the 40s, but now it's actually 60 FPS. Even if you're looking at the fire, okay. Yes, I know it's 160, but nothing happens. Everything is black. When we go inside, it will drop significantly. Okay. Yeah, the graphics looks pretty bad. Yeah, on some games, minimum settings. If you remember, Portal looked pretty good on minimum settings. But this one looks downright awful. So yeah, we will need to do something about that. Let's try this, because these settings will do the most impact.
City where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bowed.
Let's try up the graphics once more. Shadow. This one, this one, this one. Let's try this one. So it can actually run on high settings. That's pretty interesting. I'm wondering if all the settings are turned on, or you just need to restart the game. Because if you can play with this card BioShock on high settings, that's pretty insane. Okay. So this looks pretty good. Okay. 100 FPS. 720. So yeah, actually, you could actually play these kind of games even on high settings, even with the low-end cards. The only reason that you, at least what I understand from these tests, the only reason you need those powerful cards and expensive ones as well, that if you want to play on high resolution monitors, because yeah, the resolution is most affected. I don't know how to say it's mostly affect the card, but in the older in these old games there is not a lot of graphical settings that can actually affect, but in the newer games there is a lot of settings, so that could be the difference. But with these older titles, as you can remember, some of the games only had three settings or something. So yes. Okay, so this is the action. Yeah, and then the action happens, it drops. So when the action happens, especially when you get the weapons, the FPS will drop. Yeah. So there is no point of testing 1080p. Okay. So I think the next game will be The Last from 2007. And we will enter into the 2008.
You alright, boyo? First time plasmid the real kick from you. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
Okay, so yes, I don't really like the drop from the 60s, so there is no point of testing on 1080p. So this was BioShock 1 from 2007.